car dealerships should be worried. The U.S. online auto market is on a heater and gaining ground fast on those legacy auto dealerships. Carvana, the global online car buying market, was valued at $237 billion in 2020 and is projected to reach $722 billion by 2030, registering an annual average growth rate of 12.2% from 2021 to 2030, according to Allied Market Research. Watch out. A big driver of that growth is the digital vehicle sales platform Carvana, which just reported a blockbuster first quarter earnings report that may have auto dealership executives squirming in their heated seats. Carvana, which specializes in used auto sales, reported a quarterly loss of $1.51 per share and an eyebrow-raising earnings boost of 19.5% against Wall Street analysts' expectations. Revenue losses were looking better as well. Carvana reported Q1 net losses of $286 million versus $806 million in the fourth quarter of 2022. Quote, "The first quarter of the year was a big step in the right direction, and there are more steps to come." This from Carvana CEO Ernie Garcia. He goes on to say, "Given our strong start to the year, we expect to achieve positive adjusted earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization in quarter two of 2023. He says, "It is clear our strategy and execution are working as evidenced by our 61% increase in gross profit per unit, the best first quarter in company history." On a quarterly earnings call just last week, Garcia pointed to the company's three-point plan, which executives believe will lead Carvana to long-term success. The plan focuses on stabilizing the company's inventory and marketing numbers, increasing the company's technology and computational capacity, and raising its operational leverage. The plan may be already paying off as Carvana shares skyrocketed by 25% in the immediate aftermath of the March 4 Q1 earnings release. That news should be welcomed by shareholders who saw Carvana shares plummet by 88% over the previous 12 months as of March 4th. With the earnings news, the stock now has risen 125% on a year-to-date basis to $10.67 per share. According to Wall Street analysts, Carvana has turned the corner in a positive direction. Quote, "We continue to believe value exists in Carvana's customer-friendly, digitally enabled model, as evidenced by continued market share gains, notwithstanding the difficult industry backdrop." This from William Blair, who stated that in a recent research note. Why does Carvana pose a threat to the traditional car dealership model? Well, Carvana offers an innovative solution, they say, to buying cars online. Unlike many car buying websites, Carvana has physical locations across the U.S. and is fondly called the vending machines of car dealerships. However, this is just a fancy way of picking up a car from a site, although admittedly it's a unique experience. Purchasing a used car via Carvana is a straightforward process. You start by searching for the make and model you want and look at the search results. The results can be slimmed down using filters, including location. The results are also sortable through certain categories like recommended, great deals, lowest price, lowest mileage, etc. After picking the vehicle that you're interested in, Carvana lets you inspect it with 360-degree freedom, including its interior. Another helpful feature is that Carvana highlights flaws and blemishes of the car that may affect your buying decision. Carvana offers numerous financing options as well, and clicking on the Get Started button will start the buying process, and you'll be asked just to create an account. This is where Carvana has a clear edge over the traditional car dealership model. They offer high-quality selections of cars, trucks, and SUVs, ensuring they are damage and accident-free. They also perform stringent inspection processes, including a 150-point inspection. It also offers thousands of used vehicles in their inventory, something most dealerships can't do, or much less can't afford to do. And should I even mention that used car dealerships have a shady reputation? I guess the biggest downside or flaw with this model that Carvana has versus car dealerships, you can't do a test drive with Carvana as opposed to going to a dealership, having to deal with a car salesperson, but at least you get behind the wheel of the car that you're interested in. Then there's the difference between pricing and delivery. With Carvana, there's a no haggle policy, which means what you see on the listing price is what you'll pay. You can't negotiate the cost down any further when you're shopping with Carvana, as opposed to a dealership where you can negotiate, if you are clever and savvy enough, with the salesperson, negotiate the price, monthly payments, and terms. When it comes to delivery, Carvana does offer delivery services if you live close to one of its markets. Otherwise, you have to pay up to $590 for shipping costs, or you can pick up one of your vehicles at their Carvana vending machine locations. On the other hand, if you go to a dealership, you can drive it right off the lot right there. They also may deliver it to you for free for some dealerships up to 100 miles. As you can see, there are pros and cons of going with the Carvana model versus a car dealership. It's all up to you and your personal preferences. There are some flexibilities, depends on which ones you go with. But again, it is up to you, as it always should be. Until next time, I'm Dave. Thanks for watching. Adios.
One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.